I've said this before, and I will continue saying it until they send me a message saying, shut the F up. We get it. You've said this before, and we understand it. Do not repeat it. Here it is. All of these streamers, they are not your role models. All of these YouTube personality people, they are not your role models. You know, they're not, just because they're entertaining you does not mean they are a model citizen, or their moral characters are right, or they are doing things that you should be following. That goes for artists. That goes for social media people, like those badass looking women, the Kaisanas, the Speeds, the Aidens of the world. They are not your role model. They're just entertaining. Just take the entertainment side of it. Do not look at them like some type of God that's supposed to save you and that you're supposed to follow their every step. Okay? Where am I going with this? Let's watch this clip.
Yes, a real job can be gruesome. A real job can make you very tired, but a real job doesn't suck the soul out of you. You know what I mean? In the same way that 9 hours of streaming absolutely will.
As you can hear from this multimillionaire who's never worked a job on his life, not because he made it streaming. Did you know this little fact that Hasan, like, life was good even as a kid? His dad was literally a multimillionaire in Turkey. So this guy has never worked a real job besides his position that he held at the TYT, which is the Young Turks, which is a publishing house. They make videos on YouTube. You can go check them out as well. People are calling him out of touch, and I feel a little different about it. Okay. I personally, let me preface it with this. I work a 9 to 5, and I personally would rather fucking stream every single day. Okay. I would rather stream for 24 hours straight than to go to my job. Literally. Because streaming, you literally get rewarded for the amount of hours you put in. It doesn't matter if I work Saturdays and Sundays, I still get paid the same salary. Okay. If Hasan does 20 hours, he gets paid more money versus if you do 10 hours or 2 hours. Because all his chat is paying him, the ads money are paying him, all of the different accumulation of things, they are paying him. Okay. We're going to take a step back because he did not mention anything about getting paid. He's talking about sucking the life out of you. I work a 9 to 5, and I wouldn't even compare myself to having a life sucking job. I work with people, like, you know, less than capable, technologically challenged people. Okay. Because I work in the technology department. And I wouldn't say that. Have you ever heard the stories from nurses? Those people have some very freaking psychologically draining jobs. Getting pooed on and peed on by patients. Getting sexually harassed by patients. And that's just the one that's coming on top of my head right now. Mechanics dying from under cars, getting their fingers cut from cars. Like, if we're talking about like socially or emotionally draining jobs where, like, damn, you don't even want to be here. This clip is short on purpose, but if you want to watch the whole stream, you can go watch the stream. This is not the point. The whole point I want to make in this video is the same one I've been making. These guys, they are not your role model. They're not telling you things that you should follow in life. Watch them for entertainment. You watching this video, watch it for entertainment. People on the internet are so fickle as well. Like, whenever you have an opinion that's not the same as theirs, all of a sudden it's like X, Y, and Z about you. You don't even know me, dude. You don't even fucking know me. It's just a camera. Like, I only have like 400 subscribers, and you can already see it. If you go in my comments, you can already see it. People are like, oh, da-da-da, weirdo, da-da-da, X, Y, and Z, just because they disagree with my opinion. It's like, dude, you don't even know me as a person. You don't even know what I think. You don't know nothing else. All I could be saying right now could all be cap. It could all be fake. It could all be just for entertainment, just for me to grab your attention and grab the views from you, make a whole bunch of money and dip. You don't know nothing that I'm saying right now, whether or not it's truthful or if it's my true character. Which is the same way I feel about a lot of those streamers. A lot of those streamers, they make those videos just to grab your attention. They sometimes kill themselves, quote unquote, right? They killed who they are originally just so they can attract more audiences. That's more what I mean, not literally. So some of these people, they're not even telling you their real opinion, because their real opinion or how they really feel won't be captured unless it's in private. Like, if they're saying something in private and they're being recorded without their knowledge, then you really know what they think. Like, when it comes to like artists or media or public figures in general, I do not believe anything they say at the face value of anything. Now, mind you, this guy's a multimillionaire. His dad always had money, and now he's hopping on his mic, sitting at the comfort of his home for 8-9 hours, telling you that his job is harder than yours because it's emotionally draining. And I am telling you, I'd rather work 20 hours streaming than going to my job, because I could retire my mom, I could send her on vacation, I could pay college for my sister, I could pay college for my brother, I could buy both of them a house, I could invest for myself. There's so much things that you can do as a streamer like Hasan for streaming for 8-9 hours. Your fans are giving you whatever the donations, you're making thousands and millions of dollars. When somebody who's working more hours than you, putting their life at risk, because you're at the comfort of your home, you're not putting your life at risk. Sometimes though, it's you convincing them or trying to make them see the shoe on their foot. But it's impossible for you to convince Hasan otherwise, because he's never worked a job. How are you going to convince somebody who's never worked a job that's what it's like to work a job? So a lot of people are making this argument like he's out of touch. No, he's not out of touch. He's right in touch. It's not just because he got rich. He's always been rich. It's not because he haven't had a job for a long time. No, he's never had a job. It's not he's out of touch. He's never been in touch. That's his lifestyle. That's his opinion, because that's how he's always seen it. That's how he's always been. Now, am I an advocate for go get a job? Hell no. But do most people have to get a job because they have to eat? They have to provide for their families? Hell yes. Like, getting a job is so draining. That's why most people rather fucking stream and rather do YouTube, because it's the easier route. It's like it's so easy. Like, is it hard to do it good? Yes. YouTube is not easy. I'm not saying YouTube is easy, but for you to say that working a 9 to 5 is less than YouTube, my nigga, I'll do it for 20 hours. Give me an audience your size and I will stream literally every day for 20 hours straight. Just to not have to work, just to not have to go to my job. That's I am benefiting somebody else, enriching somebody else. When you're streaming, yes, you are sharing the profit with YouTube, or you're sharing the profit with Kick or Stream or Twitch or whatever, right? But you are literally keeping most of it for yourself, because there is so many opportunities for you to monetize elsewhere, for you to make so much more. In comparison, when you work a job from 9 to 5, your amount is already preset, no matter how hard you work or how little you work. It doesn't matter if you get done in 2 hours or if you get done in 8 hours, it's still the same rate. Sometimes at work, I am done in 4 or 5 hours, but guess what? I still have to stay there until 5 o'clock. You streaming, you could, man, I ain't got nothing else to talk about, man. All right, I'm gonna catch y'all later tomorrow. Beep, end. That's it. Go to sleep, beat your meat, whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. I have to wait until the 5 o'clock assigned time is done. Which one is harder? You have to have pointless conversations with people at work that you don't even care to have a conversation with. You got to have the side talks, because you got to try to build relationships with people you don't even care to build relationships with, because you have to try to climb the ladder, the invisible ladder. You literally having conversation with people who wants to watch you, who wants to interact with you. You literally can talk about whatever you want. There's no filters. You could say whatever you want, as long as it's part of TOS. Like, again, like, my argument is not like, oh, he's such a bad guy because he said 9 to 5. No, not at all. My thing is, people are saying he's out of touch. I'm saying that he's right on par for his history and who he is. Like, let me know what you think. Is he out of touch? Is what he's saying wild based on his history, based on who he is, based on his background? You let me know down below. I am curious. I'm actually curious in this conversation, because, we live in an age where everybody's trying to do like the entrepreneurship, which is the right route. You know what I'm saying? Own your own stuff, own your own, or you could never be free. You have to own something. You have to own extra side hustles just to make a living. You know what I'm saying? You got to do 2 jobs and a side hustle just to make a living. So I'm not against you starting a YouTube or you streaming. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's what we do now. It's the age. Live with the age. But I'm saying, is it wrong what he said? I want to know your opinion. Do you think streaming is the harder job? Is way harder than you getting a 9 to 5 and being a nurse, or being an engineer, where a bridge fails and it's literally your fault and people die and it's literally your fault? I don't think people really think about this shit, because he's never worn that shoe. He could never see the shoe for what it is. Anyways, it's been your boy, the Yapper. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, whatever else these people do. I'm out.